Imagine a user list with 10,000 rows. In modern Angular, you would normally render that list with the for block, but @for still creates real DOM for every row. That makes layout, painting, memory, and change detection more expensive. Virtual scrolling keeps the full scroll height, but renders only the rows near the screen. The user still feels like the list is huge. The browser only handles a small window. Angular Virtual Scrolling is part of the Angular CDK package. First, install the package. Then, import ScrollingModule. In a standalone component, put ScrollingModule in the imports array. In an ng module application, import it in the module that declares your list component. The viewport is the scroll container. Give cdk-virtual-scroll-viewport a fixed height. Then put cdk-virtual-for inside it. This is different from the modern @for block, because the CDK directive owns the rendered range. The data can still be a normal array. The important difference is that Angular CDK controls which rows are actually rendered while the user scrolls. The most common strategy assumes every row has the same height. That height is item size. If each row is 56 pixels tall, item size should be 56. CDK uses this number to calculate the total scroll height and the first visible index. If the number is wrong, the list drifts as you scroll. Virtual scrolling reduces the number of rows in the DOM. Tracking reduces unnecessary row recreation when data changes. In modern @for syntax, tracking is required. With cdk-virtual-for, pass a trackBy function. Always track by a stable ID, not by array index, if the list can update, sort, filter, or receive more data from the server. Virtual scrolling does not mean you should download every record from the server. It solves the render window. For very large datasets, keep a separate data window. Listen to scroll index changes. Detect when the user is near the end. Then request the next page from the API. Think of the choice as 3 doors. Small list, use @for. Huge rendering problem. Use cdk-virtual-scroll. Huge server data, add lazy loading. Pick the bottleneck first, then pick the tool.